Hi, welcome back. My name is Gabriel Williams, and this is Entrepreneur Strong, where we show you how to transform your business from a kitchen countertop into an established manufacturing facility. Today, we just got done speaking about product. Next, we're going to go into the price side, commanding the attention of your customer. Yeah, let's get straight into it. The price. What is the price? How do you set your prices for your products? Are you setting it based on what your competitors' prices are? How much your customers are willing to pay? Or even your costs? Have you considered what is your manufacturing cost? How much is the selling cost? How much is the profits? We have these detailed calculations in our costing module. Now, I will want you to do this. Don't set a low price just because you want to be competitive. Don't do it. Don't set a low price for your product just because it's what your neighbor on the street is doing. If you have to set a low price as part of an overall strategy. Yeah? Set it as part of an overall strategy. And we're going to go through a couple of strategies that you can use in the next slide. Think about discount schemes and credit terms to push sales. Remember, you're a manufacturer. So as a manufacturer, you will behave in a certain way where certain expectations is the norm in the industry that you're in. Things like credit terms, things like payment schemes. These things are there and you have to utilize it. It's very, very important. Now, I want to talk about a strategy called price layering. As a manufacturer or wholesaler, you need to have basic pricing strategies down. You need to have your wholesale price. This goes directly to distributors of your products. Persons like supermarkets, persons like sole distributors. These are people who are able to push your product on a large scale, large volume. So you need to have a specific pricing for them. I mean, to protect that price. You can't be giving any and everybody that same wholesale price. Otherwise, you cannibalize your own product. You cannibalize your own system because you're not loyal to the people who are loyal to you by pushing your product on a whole scale. Next you need to have is a complementary price, something called a co-branding price. Here is where your product is paired with influencers, other brands that complement your product, that complement your brand. You need to have a price for them because they would want that once they pair with you, you are still able to make a profit on this item. Yeah, so have a co-branding price, have a complementary price. This works well into tapping into other existing markets, other existing products. Yeah, for example, toothbrush and toothpaste. They may not be the same manufacturers, but paired together, they serve the same audience and have even greater reach combined. So have a co-branding price. Next is retail price. Have a retail price for your product because a lot of manufacturers, depending on where you're located, if you're on an industrial site, not so much. If you are close to a city district, then it may be easy for retail customers to come purchase from you. And of course, the retail price needs to be more expensive than what you would give a wholesaler or a co-brander. Yeah? So you need to, as part of your pricing strategy, as far as figuring out the prices of your products are concerned, consider what is the retail price. Yeah. Next, you need to have flash sale pricing. Have a value that is just above the cost price that can still allow you to that can still allow you to move stock when the need arises. Yeah. And this will trickle down to your distributors. Have that flash sale price in your back pocket. You won't be using it every day. You will not be giving it to everyone, but have a flash sale price that will trickle down to the wholesaler, the co-brander, even the retailer. Have that calculation done. It makes no sense that you set your prices and the margins are so low that if the need arises for you to just get rid of volumes of product, you can't do it because you'll be selling and operating at a loss. Yeah. So this is what I have to speak to you about pricing. Again, a very detailed actual calculation of the pricing is done in the costing module of this training, costing your goods and services, costing your product. But as far as marketing is concerned, as far as this price P in the marketing, in commanding the attention of your customer, this is what you need to consider. Consider adopting a pricing strategy. Consider bringing on board these different elements in the pricing of your product. Yeah? Good. Next, we will move on to place. This is a very interesting topic. Where do you sell, where do you manufacture and sell your products and services? So we will be back. This is Gabriel Williams and this is Entrepreneur Strong. Here we thrive. See you in the next training.